Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my Sick Sad vlog. I'm Shane, and yesterday I had a coronavirus panic attack, a mild one. Um, I thought it, at the time, I thought it hit really close to home, and I got a little nervous, and my mind started racing. But I'll start off with some good news first. Um, Checked out a couple stores in the area yesterday, looking for toilet paper, as everybody is everywhere. Went to a couple grocery stores, empty shelves. Um, Went to the local Target, and I see people coming out of the store with toilet paper, so that's a positive. But I'm assuming that it's already the shelves are empty. I get to the shelves empty, but on the end cap, somebody had left an 18 pack toilet paper. I literally got the last one in the store, which was awesome. Then I tried my luck at the local Walmart across town, and I see the same thing. People walking out of the store with toilet paper. I'm like, sweet, this is awesome. And I actually went back there to where the toilet paper aisle is, and they actually had about half a pallet's worth of toilet paper, which was great. It was like awesome. They had paper towels too, but it was only a 2-pack. But it was limit one per household, so I grabbed one of each, and it was a great day. I mean, how sad is it that finding toilet paper at the store is like the best part of your day, right? Or a win, if you consider it that. But so I got 2 packs of toilet paper. I took one over to my mother-in-law because they were running short, and they haven't been able to get to the stores and when the toilet paper is available. Like I went yesterday morning, and I'm talking to her, and the area where I live, there's the county I live in, there's 5 confirmed cases of coronavirus. I live in a fairly rural county, so but the most recent 2 have been in the area where I live at, in the southwest part of the county. So that came straight from county government website. So that is true. But I'm talking to my mother-in-law, and she shows me a story. She's like, "Hey, did you know there was a case at the Circle K in town where I live? We live in 2 separate towns." I'm like, "What?" I go to the Circle K. I've been there probably 5 or 6 times in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I don't go all the time, but I have been there. And at the moment, I didn't pay attention to the source of the story. I thought she pulled it up on our news feed or whatever. And sure enough, Circle K's been closed down. I'm looking at her phone. Circle K's been closed down. Confirmed coronavirus case by an employee in the store. My God. So I get out. I went and got something to eat real quick. And this is a side note. It's pretty much been the rules of social gathering have been enforced here in Colorado where I live, and restaurants aren't open, but you can pick up curbside. You can have carry out. They'll meet you outside for carry out, things like that. But the interiors of the restaurants have closed, and I went to Taco Bell, and so I went through the drive-through. As I come through the drive-through on the other side, I look inside. There's people in there. So I guess where I went that day, they're not really enforcing the rules. I assumed that everybody was following that, like downtown Denver, restaurants and everything are closed. And so I sat there and I ate my food, and I started thinking of all the employees at this Circle K that I've had contact with. That you don't touch an employee like at a convenience store or anything like that, but you don't have to touch them. You can be transmitted through the air if they cough or sneeze. And the more I thought about it, I was like, I've had like contact with 5 or 6 employees in this particular store, and there's one employee there that is probably in her 60s, and she's in bad health, and that's the one I rationalized that was the one that was sick, right? So, and it was the night I found a 4-pack of toilet paper at that store. So she physically touched it to scan it, then she put it back on the counter, and I grabbed it and I took it home. So my mind's just racing, man. Fucking, do I have it? My wife's got pre-existing conditions. She's not in the best health. Am I going to give it to her? Am I going to give it to my coworkers? How long have I had it? This and that. So I started going into a tailspin. Actually, come back home and I go to the Circle K, where the one that's supposedly closed, and it looks like it's closed. The windows are dark, and there's one guy getting gas. So I'm like, man, maybe they left the pumps open, so you can still get gas. And they have signs on the doors. So I'm walking up to the door, and I thought it was closed due to illness or whatever. And it's just a notification for students in the area to leave their backpacks outside, things like that. So I look inside, and there's people. It's like, what? So I go inside and I ask the cashier, and it's like, could I ask you a question? There's a news story that says this store's closed. Somebody got coronavirus in the store, an employee. She's, oh no, that's false, that's fake. It was posted on Facebook. So I text I messaged my mother-in-law. It's like, hey, send me that story, please. And sure enough, it was a Facebook post. I didn't notice it or think about it at the time. So immediately relieved. That took a lot of weight off my shoulders, mentally. And but it was quite a scare. And message, I should know better. I should have looked at the source of the story before I took it for granted. Like I said, I looked at the text, but not the source of it. Didn't really think about it. So yeah, I was already gonna call work and self quarantine and this and that. But yeah, and that's just thinking I had it. I imagine it's 1,000 times worse for somebody that actually does have it. So hopefully people start paying attention to the suggestions, the social distancing, stay out of crowds, things like that. Because in my mind, that's how easily I rationalized getting coronavirus. And people have it and they don't know it, and they give it to other people. And so my mind was just spinning, man. How many people have I had contact with? I just went to Walmart. I was around people at Walmart and Target. And but at least that didn't happen. And like I said, on the good side, found toilet paper. So yay. that's that's a horror. That sounds so bad. It's like, yeah, I'm a winner. I found toilet paper. But yeah, that's my coronavirus scare for the moment. It is affecting my extended family, my in-laws. My brother-in-law's wife is working from home. Their schools are closed down. They have 2 young kids. So they have to, fortunately, my brother-in-law and his wife live with my mother-in-law. They share a house. So they kind of had a built-in babysitter, but she's not really enthusiastic about that. But so yeah, my brother-in-law's wife is working from home. The kids are at home because of the schools shut down. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my brother-in-law, his wife, and her family were all going to go to Disneyland next week, and Disneyland is shut down. So that that had a direct effect on people that I know. So even if you don't get sick, it's going to affect your life at some point in some way. So yeah, I think that's where I'll end up with the video. Just a quick panic attack yesterday. Everything's cool. And be safe and be careful out there. Gosh. And take care, man. I'll see you in the next video. Later.